Hello and welcome to Video Gamer Showcase. I'm your host, David Ballback, and I'm here to show you some of the games that are available for your Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, and Atari Jaguar home entertainment systems. First up, Nickelodeon's hit animated series, The Ren and Stimpy Show, comes to the Genesis in Stimpy's Invention. During a demonstration, the Mutagomatic explodes and the two must find its pieces scattered through 6 levels and sub-levels in this 2-player game. You'll find yourself laughing at the antics of Ren and Stimpy in Stimpy's Invention. We start off with Ren slapping some sense into his pal Stimpy.
Happy.
Take your time and be cautious of the swooping pelican heads.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Ren can put the Heimlich maneuver on Stimpy for a hairball attack. He can also take up his nose and throw it at flying enemies. Beware of the cracks in the ground, but don't worry, Powdered Toast Man will save the day. Pick up special items for points, like the ice cream cone. The food can restores some of your energy. Here Stimpy takes control in the ice box. He uses Ren to propel them to new heights. He uses his towel as a whipping attack. Hinnock will use Ren as a bowling attack. Here at the zoo is the hippo cage. Be careful and time your jumps. Some hippos will go underwater, and others will try to bite you. Next is the monkey cage. Watch out for the banana-hurling monkeys. Ren can saddle up on Stimpy for a larger leap. Be sure to give Ren and Stimpy a try in Stimpy's Invention. Strap on your seatbelts and get ready for this next racing game from Sega entitled Virtual Racing. Sega's SVP microchip brings 3D polygon graphics and speed like never seen before on the Genesis. Choose from 4 playable modes of play, 3 exciting courses, manual automatic transmission, and 2-player split-screen competition. Here comes Virtual Racing. Here we've selected the Virtual Racing mode of play. Then you must choose whether to race on the beginner, medium, or expert course. And then you can choose manual or automatic transmission. Wait for the countdown as your pit crew prepares your car for the race.
3, 2, 1, go!
As we take off, you notice your view changes from the action behind your car to farther behind and slightly overhead. You can also view from an angle high in the sky. Or you can move right down behind the wheel. Watch out for that bridge. Be sure to choose which angle gives you the best view of the upcoming turns. As you pass certain checkpoints, give you more time to complete the course. Here comes the lap marker. Now let's take a look at the 2-player versus mode. You still must choose the course and transmission, but you can also give a player a handicap.
3, 2, 1, go!
The 2-player split screen sets the tone for some exciting races against a friend. Shanghai 2 Dragon's Eye is the most captivating strategy game to come to the Western world, and it's here for the Genesis from Activision. This popular game of Mahjong has you matching tiles in your choice of 13 different tile formations, 9 tile sets, coupled with entertaining sounds and musical themes. It also includes a special option called Dragon's Eye for Shanghai Masters. It's where you must anticipate your opponent's moves to slay the dragon before he rises to power. Let's take a look at Shanghai 2 Dragon's Eye. The object of Shanghai 2 is to clear the board by removing pairs of matching tiles. The trick is that only unblocked tiles can be removed. A tile is blocked if there are tiles touching both of its left and right sides or resting on its upper surface. If you can't find a match, use the help option to get one. Another help option is to shuffle the tiles. In the menu options, you can select a 1 or 2 player game, make it definitely winnable, and have wild tiles. You can also change the time for a player to take his turn. You can custom your game or change tile sets. Here, using the pairs tile set, you must match tiles also used with items in pairs. For all you animal lovers out there, here's the animal tile set. There's another tile set for all you sports fans. Now we have Dragon's Eye. This second game has 2 players, the master at the top trying to fill the board, and the slayer at the bottom trying to clear it. This game is still based on matching tiles. The first installment of the Mega Man series for the Super Nintendo, entitled Mega Man X from Capcom. You must control X through 12 levels of action in his battles against Sigma, an evil Reploid, before he destroys the human race. Throughout the game, you can collect special weapons from defeating the bosses to help you in your battles. But that's not all. There are plenty of other special abilities and powers to collect in Mega Man X. Here is X as he begins his journey. To the left of the screen, notice his life meter. You can tap the button or hold it down to charge for a more powerful attack. Here's a capsule that his creator left for him to give him the powerful slide attack. This is X using his homing missile. Notice its power meter located next to the life meter. He can also charge the special weapons. By pressing the trigger right button, you can change the special weapons without pausing the action. Here is the 3-way sting shot. This is the charged up shield weapon. It prevents damage from enemy shots, but not from physical contact. Here's the boomerang weapon. Use it to collect special weapons out of reach. This is the powerful tornado shot. You can only shoot it one at a time. Charge up the ice beam to get a little ride. You can even jump into these armored robot suits. In this level, you must prevent them from sinking in the moat while smashing attacking foes. Jump out of the suit to collect the necessary power-ups. You saw the movie, now get ready to go face-to-face with the dinosaurs of Jurassic Park from Ocean for the Super Nintendo. As Dr. Alan Grant, you must accomplish some increasingly difficult tasks to get the park back under control and get yourself safely off the island. Be prepared to hunt and be hunted in Jurassic Park. The action begins with Grant in the jungles of Jurassic Park. This is a shotgun weapon which you can use to keep the dinosaurs at bay. This yellow striped shell is a missile. It'll destroy the dinosaurs with one shot. The green striped shell is a tranquilizer. Our first objective is to travel to the Nublar utility shed to turn on the power generator. Notice how this action is in the first-person perspective, with the weapons and lives indicator to the left and right of the screen, and the life meter to the bottom. If you run out of ammunition, you are forced to use your cattle prod to defend yourself. You will need to back off and let it recharge when its power meter gets low. Back out in the park, these motion sensors will give you hints to help you in your journey. Along the way, you must also find 20 dinosaur eggs. Watch out for those charging triceratops. Hordes of raptors will spring out at you from the bushes. Our next objective will be to travel to the beach utility shed, where you will need to find Dennis Nedry's access card. You will use this access card to reboot the computer system back at the visitor center. Once you've done this, you can activate the motion sensors to help you track down the dinosaurs out in the park. Oh, did I forget to mention the Tyrannosaurus Rex? To the 64th dimension with the Meltavision graphics of Tempest 2000 for the Jaguar from Atari. Choose from 4 different modes of play, from traditional Tempest to blaster battles with a friend. Prepare yourself for the ultra-violent graphics and hypnotic rhythms of Tempest 2000. In Tempest, we must first select the game type. We begin with traditional Tempest. The idea behind this shooter is to move the yellow blaster along the rim of the grid and prevent enemies from traveling towards you. Once you survive a predetermined amount of time, you warp on to the next grid. If you need some help, you can play Tempest Plus, where you can team up with a friend or the computer. Here, the computer droid blasts away as you pick off the remaining enemies. In Tempest Duel, the battle changes to one-on-one action. Here you are battling from opposite ends of the grid to see who's the Blaster King. Finally, there's Tempest 2000. Here the grids are fully shaded and there are power-ups to collect. You can move the grid away so you can get a wider view of the action. Use your Super Zappler and your Particle Laser to waste those enemies. As you collect more rings, you can gain bonus points and the ability to jump off the grid. Other rings will bring the droid in to help, enable you to warp to bonus stages. Here's the first bonus stage. You must fly through the rings to gain points, and you'll be able to skip ahead a few stages if you complete it successfully. Here's another cool bonus stage where you must stay on the green track of this colorful tube. You must pilot the T-Griffin, a morphing attack craft, in this next flight simulator for the Jaguar, entitled Cybermorph. Your objectives are to collect pods from 5 sectors of 50 planets to help to destroy the Pernitia Empire. Choose from 5 different flight view angles and collect a host of special weapons and power-ups to help you succeed in Cybermorph. First, we must choose our destination planet, where the amount of pods and enemies vary. Then warp down to the surface and fly off to get those pods. The map in the top right portion of the screen will help you locate enemy ships and pods throughout the level. These pods must be free from their barriers before you can pick them up. Here we are using a twin blaster to take down a cargo ship to gain some more power-ups. The T-Griffin is a well-armored craft. The windows at the bottom of the screen show your choices of weapons. The triple shot, the missiles, mines, and the flamethrower. You can also change your viewpoint of the ship. The side views, front view, and back view. Here we demonstrate just how much you're in control as you navigate around these buildings to collect more pods. The action heats up as you must blast many different enemies in all shapes and sizes in Cybermorph. Bring down the Third Reich in this next bloody 64-bit war zone for the Jaguar entitled Wolfenstein 3D from ID Software. You must defeat Hitler and his henchmen in 30 levels of real virtual action. Be prepared to waste anything that comes in your way in Wolfenstein 3D. You are free to go wherever you please in the first-person perspective of Wolfenstein 3D. Just aim and shoot at the attacking enemies. Here's some heavy firepower, the Gatling gun. Use this gun sparingly as it wastes ammunition. You can replace that ammunition by collecting these green boxes. Here's the missile launcher. Your supply is low, but it has the ability to take out more than one enemy at a time. Some walls can be moved to reveal secret rooms containing some helpful items. Here we change over to the newly acquired flamethrower. You must battle on cautiously, constantly backing up to bring out hiding foes. You'll need to collect keys such as this yellow one to open up certain doors. It won't open this blue door. Ah, yes, the yellow door. There's the blue key. I wonder what I'll need that for. You'll need to continue searching until you find the room that contains the exit. Next time, play it on hard.